How's it going, guys? My name is Tavarish, and today is a very good day because we finally take my cheap Fast and Furious Lamborghini Murcielago out on its very first test drive. And to be honest, I'm a little bit scared. Actually, hold on. Okay, now I'm ready. So if you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoy it because this is a momentous occasion. I am very, very excited because I can't wait to get this thing on the road. Well, sort of. Obviously, this is not anywhere close to done, but I want to make a shakedown run of this car to make sure that nothing's falling off. The gears are going in fine, the clutch is working as it should, the brakes are working as they all should, and the car doesn't exhibit any weird vibrations or noises or bucking or anything like that. So unfortunately, that means we're not going to be doing any burnouts or donuts, especially because my tires, the tires that came with the car, they are pretty bald, they are pretty old, and I don't want to push anything on this car that doesn't need to be pushed. So today is going to be more about finding flaws in this car, even though there are already many, many flaws. But if you're unfamiliar with this car, this is my 2003 Lamborghini Murcielago, and it was screen used in The Fate of the Furious. That was the last Fast and Furious movie, and it's seen better days, obviously. I've taken out the interior. The interior is somewhere over there. I'm currently in the process of getting it reupholstered, and I did some repairs to it to get the shifter back into shifting mode, and also I put in a Velocity AP X pipe and installed some resonators here by my good friend Tony. Now this car does sound good. It's not the final form of this car as far as sound is concerned, and definitely not as far as power is concerned, because we are going to be doing some power mods and whatnot in the future. Just take a look at these tires. Yeah, that's they're not exactly the best. So definitely got to be careful out there today. Now, this car, as you just noticed, does not have an interior, but it doesn't have a seat. So what I'm going to do, just for this test drive, is we're going to throw in this racing seat, just so I have something to sit on, and so I don't really, okay, easy does it. Lots of room in here. Okay, there we go. And that's our seat. So that will be just fine. Also, I have secured the gauge cluster with the finest of zip ties, just so it doesn't, well, that's good enough. Everything here is sort of not in the way. The stuff that can fly around is all secured, and the gear shift is very shifty. Oh, it feels so good. But before we do any of that, I want to do a quick systems check. So let me get the key. I'm gonna put it in the ignition. It's kind of a weird way for my arm to go. All right, so ignition on. And all right, we need gas. One thing I've noticed after getting all the modules and stuff connected in the car is that this is actually a locking gas cap, which I did not know. And what you have to do is when the key is out of the ignition, you just press this button right here, and that should open it up. Haha, and it comes with the Lamborghini gas cap, which, if you're following my Gallardo build, is a very rare thing to have on a car that you buy used, because these are very expensive. They're like $800. So let's just take this off, put it in a nice safe place. I'll put it in my pocket, and let's get this conveniently placed gas can, okay, and try to do this with one hand without spilling gas all over my very expensive car. Okay, we'll just do it like so, and okay, all right, it's a little much. Boom, that is the sound of petrol. Oh, we're done. Now, one last thing, just a visual check of the engine, just to make sure that there's nothing that could potentially foul on anything. And it seems like, actually, let me just go over here. And let's move this guy somewhere a little more. Okay, that's not moving. Okay, now I think we're ready to go. I torqued the wheels, and I have a fire extinguisher inside just in case, so this car doesn't turn into that car over there. You know which one I'm talking about. Just gotta open up this door. Look down, look down, don't look 'em in the eye. Oh, that's comfortable. All right. Yeah, that's a... Let me just bring my seat up real quick. All right. That's good enough. Here goes nothing. You hear a lot more with the engine right here. There's nothing really protecting me from that engine. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. So what I'm trying to find out is just that everything works as it should. No weird noises, no weird clunks. We do have about half a tank of gas, so we should be good just to go around the parking lot, maybe down the street. My mirrors are all okay-ish. Clutch in, first gear. See if it takes off. Everything's good there. Right now I'm just going to do a few laps around the parking lot. Alright, that's nice and smooth. The brakes are a little spongy. They haven't been used in a long time. Turning radius is not exactly the best, but it's not horrible. When the seat's not bolted down, it does kind of fling you around a little bit. All right, let's see if I can do a three-point turn. Go in reverse. The clutch engagement is very, very smooth. All right, a little bit of bucking there. A little bit weird. I give it a little bit of acceleration here. It smooths out, but I think it's this car might need a bit of a tune-up, I think. I can smell a lot of exhaust fumes, which is good because, well, it's not good that I smell exhaust fumes, but it's good that I have this window open. So I noticed that there's a low RPM vibration. There's a bucking, like it wants to go. So maybe that is the 4 throttle bodies. Maybe those need to be synced up or cleaned or something. And it could be spark plugs. Could be the fact that this car just hasn't been driven. All right, I think it's time we just got up to maybe 20, 25 miles an hour. Just see if it goes through some gears. All the temperatures are good, the pressures are good. It's still not completely at the temperature right now. The oil is just off the peg, so I'm not gonna go, obviously I'm not gonna go crazy. The seat's not even bolted down. Definitely needs a tune-up. Second gear. Goes in the second just fine. Just looking if there's any smoke coming out the back. Third gear. Does not sound bad at all. Not too shabby. Definitely isn't as fast on the throttle response as I want. It's pretty smooth. There we go. I'm just so nervous. I'm listening for everything. It actually seems pretty composed. It actually seems like it wants to go. And my seat is definitely wanting to go. Now I am getting a little bit of smell of clutch. And in that hesitation, it's just a little bit worrying. experience than the Gallardo. I have the adjustable suspension and comfort now. This car drives pretty good. I need to figure out what to do with this right here. And the clutch seems like it's holding okay. Alright, that's a fast car. I think our clutch is okay. I think it might just be smoke from when they changed it. Wow. It's so immediate. It's you just put your foot on the throttle and just boom. Alright. It's getting nice and toasty. All our temperatures are fine, pressures are fine. Car hasn't stalled. I call that a good day. Call that a really good day. Guys, this car is super solid. I'm so impressed by how this car rides and handles, even though my seat wasn't bolted down, and even though I have a lot of things not installed on the car. But we will fix that in the coming, well, I guess weeks when this car gets done with its paint work. But before the paint work, I have to actually get this car prepped. I have to take off all the body panels, just make it as easy as I can for the paint shop to do its job. And also, I might do one of those tune-ups that I was talking about in the video, because I really don't like that hesitation in first gear, just getting into gear. It doesn't seem as smooth as it should be. And also, I don't know when the last time this car actually had any sort of maintenance done, so I should probably do that instead of revving it to redline. But until next time, this is me reminding you guys that on cars like this that actually drive really, really nicely despite what they look like, you guys need to wrench every day.